Have you ever been conned in a town? You might be surprised at how common it is. Welcome to a world where not everything is as it seems, where the promise of a good deal or a helping hand can sometimes lead you down a rabbit hole of deception. Yes, we're talking about the urban jungle, a place where scams and con artists are as much a part of the landscape as skyscrapers and traffic jams. You might think you'd never fall for such schemes, but the truth is, these scams are more widespread and sophisticated than you might imagine. From the seemingly harmless charity worker to the persuasive online seller, con artists employ a myriad of methods to part you from your hard-earned money. Today, we'll be diving into these murky waters, shining a light on the top 10 methods used by these urban predators. So, are you ready to arm yourself with knowledge and stay a step ahead? Stay tuned as we unveil the top 10 methods used by con artists in towns. The first method we'll discuss is the fake charity worker. This is a classic case of wolf in sheep's clothing, where the con artist presents themselves as a do-gooder. They may approach you on the street, at your doorstep, or even online, claiming to represent a charity. Often, they'll spin a compelling tale, maybe about a natural disaster that's left thousands homeless, or a medical condition afflicting innocent children. The stories are designed to tug at your heartstrings, to make you want to reach into your wallet and give. They'll thank you profusely for your generosity, but once they've disappeared around the corner, your hard-earned money is gone for good. No charity ever sees a penny. So, the next time someone approaches you requesting donations for a cause, remember, it's perfectly okay to say no. Instead, take a moment, do your research, and always verify the legitimacy of a charity before donating. The second method is the distraction theft. Now, this is a crafty one, folks. Picture this. You're in a bustling city market, enjoying the sights and sounds, when suddenly, you're thrust into a whirlwind of confusion. That's the con artist's playground. These sly foxes are masters of misdirection, often working in pairs or even groups. One of them might stage a loud argument, drop a bag full of groceries, or even pretend to faint right in front of you. While your attention is captured by this unexpected event, another member of the team swoops in, silently swiping your wallet, phone, or bag. In the blink of an eye, they vanish into the crowd, leaving you none the wiser until it's too late. It's a classic move, as old as time, but it's still incredibly effective. So the next time you're out and about, remember, keep your wits about you. Always stay vigilant, especially in crowded areas. Next up is the fake tour guide. Now this is a con that's as classic as they come. In bustling cities around the world, you'll find these smooth talkers, blending in with the crowd and offering to show you the best sights in town. They might promise you a unique experience, a hidden gem, or a local secret. But in reality, they're just looking to make a quick buck. Their methods can be pretty convincing too. They might don a uniform, carry a flag, or even sport a badge. But once you've handed over your hard-earned cash, you're often left with a subpar tour, or in some cases, no tour at all. So how do you avoid falling into this trap? Well, it's simple really. Always book your tours through reputable companies. Look for reviews, ask for recommendations, and do your research. After all, you wouldn't want your adventure ruined by a fast-talking fraudster. Always book tours through reputable companies. The fourth method is the deceptive online seller. This trickster operates in the realm of e-commerce, where face-to-face interaction is absent, making it the perfect playground. They sell goods that are either non-existent or of poor quality, promising you the moon while delivering only dust. Imagine this. You're browsing online for a high-end camera. You come across a seller offering a great deal, a deal that seems too good to be true. The product description is thorough, the pictures are high quality, and the reviews are glowing. You make the purchase, but what arrives is nothing like what was promised. It's either a cheap knockoff or worse, an empty box. These con artists are skilled at creating convincing online storefronts, complete with fake reviews and photos, making you believe in the legitimacy of their products. Don't be fooled by the facade. Always research online sellers and products before purchasing. Don't let the promise of a bargain blind you to the potential risks. The fifth method is the false job recruiter. It's a cruel trick, taking advantage of those in need of work. Here's how it works. Con artists pose as job recruiters, often with believable websites and convincing job postings. They'll offer you a job that seems too good to pass up. A high-paying job, no experience necessary, and it's all yours if you pay a fee first. The fee might be for training, for equipment, for a background check, for anything really. Once you've paid, however, the job never materializes. The interviews were fake, the job postings were fake, and you're left with a lighter wallet and no job. But there's a way to beat them at their own game. Always verify the legitimacy of a job offer before paying any fees. Check with the company directly or use established job platforms. Remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. The sixth method is the counterfeit money exchanger. Now this one is a real piece of work. These con artists are very adept at convincing their targets that the counterfeit money they hold is the real deal. They might approach you with an enticing offer, like an exchange rate that seems too good to be true. And you know what they say about things that seem too good to be true, right? Well, they're usually not. These con artists might even have counterfeit detection pens, which they've rigged to work with their fake bills. It's all part of the show to make you believe in the authenticity of the counterfeit money. But once the exchange is made, you're left holding a bunch of worthless paper, and they walk away with your hard-earned cash. So, the lesson here, folks, is to always use official money exchange services. They might charge a fee, but it's a small price to pay compared to losing all your money to a counterfeit money exchanger. The seventh method is the fake rental agent. Picture this: you're hunting for a new place to call home, and you stumble upon an irresistible deal. A charming agent shows you around and you're sold. But here's the catch: the agent is a con artist, and the property either doesn't exist or is already occupied. These con artists are crafty, creating convincing listings with beautiful photos, often stolen from legitimate ads. They may even take you for a viewing of a property they don't own. Once they've got you hooked, they'll urge you to pay a deposit or even the full rent up front, and then they vanish, leaving you with a lighter pocket and no place to stay. So remember, when looking for a rental, always do your homework. Verify the property's legitimacy, double-check the agent's credentials, and never pay any fees before you've signed a lease. Always verify the legitimacy of a rental property before paying any fees. The eighth method is the phishing scam. Now this is a rather cunning play in the con artist's handbook. Here's how it works. The scammer sends an email or directs you to a website that appears legitimate, perhaps mimicking a bank, a social networking site, or even an online store. The message may be craftily designed to induce panic, claiming that your account has been compromised or that an immediate action is required. Once you're lured into this trap, you're asked to update your personal information, and that's where the danger lies. You see, the moment you key in your passwords, credit card numbers, or any other sensitive data, it goes directly into the scammer's database. So how do you protect yourself? Simple. Always verify the source of an email or website before providing personal information. Remember, it's better to be safe than sorry. If something feels off, it probably is. Always verify the source of an email or website before providing personal information. The ninth method is the pyramid scheme. This cunning ploy has con artists promising unsuspecting individuals high returns for recruiting others into the scheme. Picture this. You're approached with a seemingly golden opportunity. You're told that by simply bringing more people into the fold, you'll reap significant financial rewards. It all sounds too good to be true, right? Well, that's because it is. The pyramid scheme operates on a simple yet deceptive premise. Those at the top of the pyramid reap the benefits, while those at the bottom, often the latecomers, bear the brunt of the losses when the scheme inevitably collapses. It's like a game of musical chairs, where the music stops unexpectedly, and those left standing are the ones who suffer the most. The pyramid scheme is a classic example of exploitation, built on false promises and the allure of easy money. So remember, always be wary of get-rich-quick schemes that rely on recruiting others. The 10th and final method is the romance scam. This scam pulls at the heartstrings, making it one of the most effective and nefarious methods con artists use. It all starts with a seemingly genuine connection. Con artists create attractive fake profiles on dating apps or social media platforms, and they know exactly what to say to make you fall for their ruse. They'll express their affection, share personal stories, and make you feel as though you've found the one. Once they've established a deep emotional bond with you, the requests for financial assistance start. It could be a sudden medical emergency, a failed business venture, or even a ticket to finally meet you. Regardless of the reason, they'll convince you that your financial assistance is the only solution to their problems. Remember, it's important to always be cautious when forming relationships online. If something feels off, it probably is. Don't let your heart cloud your judgment. Always be cautious when forming relationships online. Now that we've covered the top 10 methods used by con artists in towns, you're better equipped to protect yourself. From the fake charity worker to the romance scam, these are the tricks of the trade that prey on our trust and goodwill. Let's do a quick recap. Be wary of anyone soliciting donations without proper identification. Watch out for distractions that might be a cover for theft. Don't trust every tour guide or online seller you meet. Be skeptical of job offers that require upfront fees. Be cautious of counterfeit money exchangers and fake rental agents. Remain vigilant against phishing scams and pyramid schemes. And guard your heart and wallet against the ploys of the romance scam. The key to safeguarding yourself against these scams is staying vigilant and verifying the legitimacy of people and opportunities. It's about being informed, alert, and not letting your guard down. Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Stay safe out there. If out.